Welcome to the movie squad.
Oh, yeah, we're recording. Okay.
Oh, we're on now.
Welcome to the movie squad.
I'd like to thank Candice for presenting this episode.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Oh,
guys.
Wendy. All right.
Wendy.
All right, listen. All right, so the team is back. Hold on, team's back in effect. We're not going to say where we were because Blake feels that will break time.
Yes.
But either way, what we want to do is we want to introduce ourselves. So I'm Chase.
I'm Matt.
I'm Sinead.
I'm James.
And this is the Movie Squad. And
Movie Squad.
whatever. I'm back from hell. So either way you look at it is.
Yeah, Satan didn't want him to send him
Crawl
back.
out the grave.
Now, I'm just gonna have to say, like usually, kind of like facilitate, but we're gonna turn this over to our man James Jump because he's the one who actually knows everything about this movie that has been chosen not by me today, and that is Raya, the Last Dragon.
Raya the Last Dragon.
And he begged for this. I gotta let you know.
So, this movie, I think it's a 6 out of 10, but I really want to talk about it.
Yes.
I'm sure you do.
My first impressions of it was it's the 59th Disney movie, the animated and all that.
59?
59.
Okay.
59. That's kind of like
59.
37. If you know that joke.
To be fair, I think it's fun.
Sorry.
Like,
It's about these nuts. All right.
I was lucky enough to see it in cinemas on a limited cinema release.
You lucky boy.
And beforehand, I'd like to talk about the short film. Was there
a short film to
There was
it?
an animated short for it about these two dancers. Oh my God, I forgot the name of the film. But so it's an animated show about these two dancers, and it was so good. You remember the one in Incredibles 2 about the Dublin?
The dumpling, yeah,
The
Bow.
dumpling, yeah,
Oh,
Bow.
Bow. Yeah. Okay.
I love
now
Bow.
Now we're in a place. Yeah.
And I think it tops Bow. 100%.
Does it? I haven't seen it. I don't know.
So it's about
Bow was like about that.
there's
girl.
no speaking.
No, I've seen Bow. I haven't seen this dancer one.
And it's just about music, about this couple who were young once and now they're old. The husband doesn't want to dance anymore till he finds his dancing shoes in the rain, and he lives his life, and it's just a really, really nice one to look
that
at.
sounds like a nice one.
Yeah.
Too bad I was watching this movie like on me own my studio flat with no friends. And it didn't come with that.
Blake, do we have a small violin sound effect?
So first impression, Sinead, what do you think of it?
I loved it. I'm so glad Disney, like, obviously, like, they made their name doing, like, retellings of fairy tales and such, but, like, it's...
Or creating their own fairy tales.
Or making their own. But it's so good to see, like, they can do something a bit different, and it still works. Like, the characters, I was invested... Yeah, different cultures. I was invested in the characters. I thought everyone was great. I loved, the villain... and her whole angle, they make her very human. Like Awkwafina is Awkwafina, of course. Awkwafina! Oh, hey, I'm a dragon!
Can't wait for Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I just felt like it was really good. It felt like an actual I'll say kung fu. They didn't really do kung fu, but it felt no, know what you mean. Like it felt like one of those kind of like martial arts kind of movies with a quest and whatever, but also Disney, which I really liked.
Yeah.
So that was my take on it.
Matt,
I thought this movie was way better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it was.
Like I was like went into it thinking, okay, the plot's gonna be boring. I'm not gonna like any of the characters. It's gonna be just like really running the mill kind of vibes. And I was like, at the end of it, I was like, oh, damn, that was a good movie.
I want to know what happens afterwards.
I was like, okay, I can see sequels and things and all this and that. But, like, I like the characters. I love Tuk Tuk. He's so cool.
Oh,
Tuk Tuk.
Need me a Tuk Tuk.
Tuk Tuk, focus.
Yeah, man. Like, it's a good movie. I like how, like you said about the antagonist being all human and morally conflicted and things like that. Disney's good at stuff like that, putting their characters in like hard positions.
I was gonna say about this movie, usually with Disney movies, they don't focus, for example, a movie like this, they don't like put it towards kids if it's a certain age.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one of them where it's like the character made something and there was a fart joke, then there was like something like that. It seemed like it focused on serious things, and I like that from the movie. And the whole plot idea about this, like these dragons help the humans and all that. Like with water
like they
and that.
coexist, and then obviously the dragons having helped humanity all turn to stone, and then obviously it's like, well, the job's not done yet because the dragons are supposed to be free as well. But I really wish, like, obviously the film is really long as it was like 2 hours and a bit.
Yeah,
over.
it was long.
It was a long film, but like I like the whole thing where it's like you meet her and she's already like, you know, she's in the last place she could possibly look for this dragon.
Cliché.
I thought it was going to be like, oh, she's going to get to the dragon. Like what I thought, looking at the trailer, I was like, right, we're going to spend half the film looking for this dragon. We're going to find this dragon. The dragon's going to be like, yeah, I'm not helping you, lol. Then it'd be like a buddy film. Then it'd be like a bit of a buddy film. Exactly. Then it'd be a bit like a buddy film, and then the dragon had been like, okay, I'll help you. But like the fact that like the dragon was like on board from the beginning. And it was just kind of the whole like, right, cool, this mission's going the way I want. Like, we just need to do this, and this. And the dragon's like, hey, why don't you do this instead? And you know what I mean? Like, it was a cool dynamic that's kind of twisted about. What did you think of it, Chase?
Well, you know, I'm gonna play the Emily role in this and everything like that. But you know, what I think what's cool is that, you know, we're going back to the Disney factor where it's like we just had Mulan, right, and everything, and Mulan was like a lot about. Where did that come from, though? You know, I'm just. I didn't say it was Mulan. I said we just had. What's going on, bro? What the hell, bro?
With no Mushu, just saying.
I was just going to
They
say
thank
that there
the
was
Chinese Communist Party in the credits.
Do they?
Yeah.
You know what? Why does
That's
James
so
always
funny.
bring up stuff that nobody's like talking about? But I'm just trying to,
You know, that is mad.
CCP in the credits.
Thank you, communist China.
Anyway, all right, fine.
Oh,
That's
this
what you gotta
video is
do,
going to
huh?
get removed.
This was another diversity film from Disney that had nothing to do with the Communist Party, but it had to do with dragons. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Dragons.
Dragons. Don't talk.
I
Dragons.
did love the monkeys and the baby. The monkeys
The
and
baby!
and
Oh
the
my
monkeys.
god! The most badass Disney character ever. The theft baby.
That-
The baby woman went
Sent
goo goo
my
gaga,
head.
and that all dumb.
She went goo goo gaga mode on these nuts.
That absolutely,
What the
that absolutely
hell?
set my head. Like that, the whole baby con.
She's a bandit
the
baby.
con,
Baby
the con
con artist.
baby. I was just like,
What?
I couldn't wrap my head around it. I was like, but she's like a baby.
But
Why
the
is she like the smartest human on the planet? That's
Yeah,
not
to-
easy to do.
It's Disney
Suspend
logic.
your
It's
disbelief.
I know, it
that.
just hurt my brain though. I just couldn't like. I was like watching it. I was just like, I'm confused.
Do you know the village where we meet the baby? Yeah.
Was it Talon?
I
What
think
was it?
it was Talon. It was like
Yeah.
this like futuristic water city.
Yeah.
I got massive cyberpunk vibes from that. Have you played?
I've got Venice
you know,
vibes.
the
No, I haven't.
beachside of- no.
I'm not going to play it till it's a game.
It's fixed, yeah.
CG
It's
project,
a
right.
functioning.
No,
thing.
Shares, hot shareholders.
But I love
Russian
like
shit.
so the plot was the dragon orb, which was keeping everyone safe, broke, splat, and it's in.
Oh, why did it break? You need to go back.
Oh,
you
so
need to dress it back.
main character was a snake. She trusted people, and you don't trust
don't
people.
trust
She
people.
wasn't a
Trust me.
snake.
You don't trust anyone.
No.
She got snaked. She got snaked.
She was the snakey, not the snake hair.
True. So
She was
kind
naked.
she kind of caused. She kind of caused the death of millions. Naked.
Naked. Naked.
So she kind of caused the death, the death or the freezing of. Actually, it's like a snap, like in Marvel. It's the
Yeah.
equivalent of a
Like a
snap.
Thanos snap.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
equivalent of it, but they're there still, like just stone like that. She kind of caused it, so she's kind of guilty, and all
Her
the
dad throws her in the sea. So-
context because no.
That's parenting.
That's a good parent.
Good parent advice.
101.
For your kids into the River Mersey. Don't do that.
Whoa.
Don't do that.
Whoa.
Don't do
Just-
There's some
gets worse.
things
We're coming in hot today. We are just coming in hot today.
hot and spicy
Hot and
with James
spicy.
Jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, James.
Spicy jump.
A spicy jump. No, that's after you've had a vindaloo.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, yeah. Hot sauce.
I did love that. Like,
Hey, how come she didn't get a bunk?
That's what is sexual about that joke?
Yeah, okay. If I said it, she had a spicy sizzle. Yeah.
I meant in the context of having diarrhea, but like,
Ooh.
if you're into that, Chase, then like, I won't judge.
All right, don't judge me.
I was,
What are you gonna say, Matt?
I was gonna say let's just run with it, but that's a bad diarrhea joke.
That's my boy.
Speaking of spicy, I want to talk about the villain in this movie for a little bit. I found it very odd how like the whole kind of like, you know, it's like this whole kind of like, you know, frenemy friendship between them. Was built on her chasing her around in 5 minutes. Yeah. So she kept this necklace that this randomer had given her. She's obviously the whole narrative like that we don't get to see because like, you know, she you know plot. It's off screen.
The 6 years later.
Yeah.
Time.
So like she's obviously stolen a map from like where are they from? Heart? No, they're not Heart. What
they're from Fang.
They're Fang.
No, they're not Fang.
He was one with the cats. No, she's from Heart. Where's the villain from?
Fang.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's stolen these maps from Fang. So this girl has been chasing her around, like, because she's thought, Raya's trying to find the dragon and sort things out. And the whole reason,
for 6 years.
Yeah, and the whole reason, like Tuk Tuk or whatever, not Tuk Tuk. The whole reason they're trying to catch her is because they know that, like, as soon as everyone's like unfrozen, they're going to be blamed. Yeah. Which I found quite interesting. Obviously the mother figure as well was very much like, yeah, we do what we do the way we do it and look how successful we are. So it is kind of like the villains like had won in a sense. It was like look at like all we have, look at our beautiful kingdom kind of thing. We have that because we make decisions with our heads and not our hearts and whatever. And I just found that like what's
the girl called who she trusts? What's her name again?
You're asking the wrong person.
So the entire plot is
Lady Undercut.
Lady Undercut. Yeah.
So the entire plot.
I don't know. She's got an undercut though.
It's very cool.
And she gives a shit about
undercut.
The entire plot,
like you know, like I used to have before.
Oh yeah.
I had a fight with a lawnmower and lost.
Right. Is that all we're gonna say for the canon?
One has not noticed, Matt had a hair change.
I got no hair left.
Don't lie. Don't lie. I was gonna CGI him with some hair on. Like,
should we get him a mop and just stick it on his head?
we'll get a wig for him.
Like the plant.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit in that plant.
First of all, please in the comments say whether you missed the locks. Because it's like, you know, our young Samson here, you know, it's all cut. I'd like to hear it in the comments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
so they're going to go there, bro, but okay.
Still got powers, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
you know what?
Can you still sing?
Yeah, no, I was panicking. Like, I legit.
The acoustics of his hair being there around his ears.
What's he singing like?
Now you can hear Matt.
Hooray!
No, I can see you.
So after singing, you cut and you go, your voice just goes.
Well, that was what I was really scared was going to happen, but it turns out that your hair doesn't affect your vocal cords. So
Imagine.
I was all right. Safety.
In Matt's case,
imagine.
Safety. I was
all right. Back in the room.
Anyway,
so when we actually meet the dragon, the one she's been trying to find, she goes to the last spot and she's like, "Oh, she's not here. Everyone's dead. Lol, it's my fault." Then the dragon like randomly manifests. We're expecting this
rises.
We're expecting like
from
this
a trickle.
savior.
She does the whole meditation thing though, doesn't she?
No,
she's
beautiful.
got like the brooch that
like the Phoenix
lady
Tuk sees the water.
And do you think Tuk Tuk was drinking the water? He was drinking the dragon up.
Whatever happened, like Tuk Tuk ruined it. Like
Tuk Tuk was beautiful.
Tuk Tuk killed the dragon.
He's the best like animal psychic.
What is
the Disney animals.
He's like an armadillo. Yeah,
he is.
It's got Pokemon vibes on him. The way
I
he
love
is.
it.
He like grows like this.
I love how
ball.
it was like baby Tuk Tuk and baby Raya that you can see.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. One was like the pacing, like the setup of like completely new IP. There's no like sequels or anything previous. Like set it up really well, set up the world really well, set up like the plot really well, and that initial like when they're kids and when it all kicks off, when the orb gets like destroyed and that. And then like the time jump is just like
it was so
works,
and it was effortless, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just makes sense and like it all works. It's all really in context. I like stuff like that.
I know it's not original to compare it to How to Train Your Dragon, but I did get vibes like a franchise off it like that.
Yeah, see, for me, I got like major Avatar vibes.
Yes,
you know the way it's like all the different areas in like the land,
that was
and it's
definitely
like
something.
It's all based on like a dragon river in it. It's like all one river.
All the realms,
like,
and they're all so different to the parallel. You've got like the.
I mean, I'm happy that like the Tail tribe wasn't called like the Ass tribe.
The Ass tribe.
You have Fang.
I don't know.
Claw,
I think that was like
the
on the cut
Bunda.
floor.
But they're like all the different nations in Avatar, innit?
there was like I did like the Viking tribe. You had the more advanced one. You had more like the Egyptians, like for example.
Cat one.
Yeah.
Well, it's like they set them all up though in the beginning. You know what I mean? When the dad's like telling Raya about all the bits.
So we're gonna
about
cook them lunch.
It did not need.
Good,
it did not need like a massive like 4-paragraph thing you have to read before seeing the movie.
And what the Star Wars thing?
Yeah.
In 81 BC China.
But like they could have easily kind of done that with the amount of information that you're getting. You know what I'm saying? Like the start of that movie is like, hey everybody, this is the world, these are the people, this is what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's done really well because I was like, okay, I'm in it. I know what's going on.
I mean, later
the whole Kumandra thing.
Later, I've got a question to ask you all about the movie, which is gonna be if it had a Disney Plus show, what would it happen? I'm gonna ask you that later.
Oh, the show.
Get me in it.
Yep.
I want to be in it. I want to ride round my tuk-tuk.
So what are we all thinking about, like, the message of this movie about trusting people, even if they've, effed you over multiple times over 6 years?
There's definitely multiple messages in this, like, oh yeah, you got to trust people, and there's always believe in something. Then
kill them with kindness, kind of thing.
Then there's also don't trust the girl you met after 5 minutes. To show someone what the entire kingdom relies on.
I'm a bit of a dragon nerd.
That one I can understand.
The really cool commentary on like different nations and actually cooperating instead of like being against each other, because at the end of the day it's all about the orb and the greed of humanity, innit? Because they all take it really. Did bad demons get released because of the humans?
I did like we're expecting this massive fight to happen at what's the kingdom with the giant Viking guy called again?
That's the Spine.
Spine. You're expecting like this massive like, oh, you're all gonna get attacked.
Yeah.
Then they get caught, and it's just one lonely guy.
One lonely
was really sad.
And when you saw what happened to his people and his kid who been turned to stone, you're like, ooh, you felt for him. You felt.
Ruthless,
then he met that kid, and I just liked how each tribe they went to, they found someone new.
Yeah, bro. So
the kid in the boat. He was so cool.
Oh, what was his name? He was like Boyd or something.
Yeah,
Boyd.
To be fair,
he was a little
the
dude,
boy, the little chef.
Yeah.
He was the best.
What you've got to respect about Disney movies is they make food look so fucking good.
Oh my god,
the food. Oh my god.
I just like the way he was like a kid, and he was like a slimy, like kind of guy who was like, "What are you gonna do for me?" Kind of. He's like 6.
Little calm man.
Yeah, and I love it. I love how the characters all work, because it was like, like he'd obviously lost his sister to the dark. Also, dark shadowy. Like, what was that? They said it was a plague. What was that? I love how we never get any establishment as to where that came from.
The purple thing of town.
Yeah.
No, we do.
The gin.
Yeah, we do.
The dude.
It's made from people's greed, and it's always been there. But with no dragons to stop the purity, it just overtakes.
What's the word when you put something in something and they can't get out? They like trap them, don't they?
It's called an accident.
Yeah, the crystals, like the only thing keeping them at bay, and then the humans wreck the crystal.
The butt plug.
Yeah, man.
The
universal butt plug. Keeping all those bad demons away.
The dragons were the universal butt plug for the universal.
Oh, I was a bit late.
It's a bit late.
This metaphor started over here, ended over here, and I'm lost.
It's like in Loki with the salt and the with the salad.
Yeah.
What did you think about like? So what was it? Oh, I forgot the dragon's name. Awkwafina, the Awkwafina dragon. What did you think of the whole kind of like?
Sisu.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. So what did you think?
I'm on names today.
You are, bro. You are. You're on point.
Well done, man. What did you think of the whole like her whole angle is like, oh yeah, like my brothers and sisters did most of the work. I just swim good.
Oh yeah, Sisu.
What was with that?
I like that. I know. I like that.
She realizes what she is here for.
It's like that one. It's like you're in a group project, and there's that one kid like, hey, could you just put my name on it? I cannot be else doing the work. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, but then like
she wants to help.
She wanted, but then it was kind of like she felt like, because when I watched the first kind of few minutes of this, I was like, right, it's going to be one of those things where she thinks that like Sisu's this almighty thing, she's going to sort everything out, and she's actually like useless. But the fact that like by the end it was kind of a bit like, it wasn't the fact that Sisu did it, it was it could have been anyone. It was just the fact that like they put her trust into her, and that's what gave her the power. So the true power is trust.
But also, nobody's useless as well.
Well, yeah,
I mean, like everybody plays their part. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to be the hero, the leader, or the specialist. But everybody plays a part into the whole.
I think that's
because like she had a sister shapeshifter, one that controlled. Was it controlling the weather?
Yes,
controlled the weather. One that
Yeah, so everybody's a
I did
specialist.
like the human form. The human form was cool.
The foggy smoke.
The human one,
Smoke screen.
Smoke. Oh yeah, the smoke. the
but it's
smoke
not. It's not like smoke, is it? It's like it's like fabulous
smog.
Dragon fog.
Dragon frog.
That sounds like that sounds like a cut of something there.
Feels like
Cutter's
What's
Rug?
this? Oh, fabulous dragon fog.
Hey, that's some fabulous dragon
Should have chosen it. Fabulous dragon fog.
It'll make your eyes bleed.
It'll be shitting blood
Is
for
that all it does?
I don't know. I don't partake in the fabulous dragon fog.
No, not me, bro.
Too hardcore for me, that.
I used to do that.
Back in college.
That time is past.
Don't do fabulous dragon fog, kids.
No, well, like, it doesn't look like it's like a scary smoke screen, innit?
I was just vaping.
He was vaping the whole time.
Susu's just hard on the vape.
Yeah, bro.
It's like the maximum,
it's just
like,
water
water.
vapor.
No, but like, yeah. And like, right at the end where it's kind of like the whole thing was like, right, I know we've had our differences and whatever, like, but it's got to be you. And then she like, and then the villain, she does have this little moment where she's like, oh, now's my chance to escape. And she's like, no, we're gonna do the right thing here. And she like obviously joins them in the big like stone picture. And it works.
Super Guardians of the Galaxy vibes.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, how do we end this movie? And then someone on the thingy the writing team must have watched Guardians the night before. It just went purple, scary, all together. Okay, let's do it.
To be fair, I did like how I was expecting this end. I wasn't expecting that for the ending. I didn't.
Yeah.
I had no clue what the ending was gonna be, but didn't expect. Like I knew that they'll come together in a way to like fight it, but a parallel from like the war, all the dragons did it. They put their trust in Sisu, who's useless.
She's a strong swimmer. She's not useless.
Exactly, bro. I mean, everybody does their part.
And for example, useless. And for example, how they put the trust in the undercut woman.
Lady Undercut. We can't remember her name.
Lady Undercut.
Yeah. And how they put the trust in the undercut woman.
Bad lady.
Yeah. The bad lady turned.
The bad lady from Catland. Bad lady.
They ride cats in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bravo. Oh, sick.
Like it comes together like, oh yeah, you're the bad one, but we put our trust in you. Like they put their trust in Sisu, and it parallels it, and that's why all the dragons came back in the end. Yeah.
Are we going to talk about the fact that Sisu just gets iced?
Yeah,
Sisu just gets like fully just like impaled.
I'm sorry, if it's not easy to kill a dragon, then how did they survive for that long?
No, it's like it's the whole thing about like humans have like trust in each other. It's like you'll trust someone until
you don't,
like until they mess you up. And the whole point about trusting someone is being able to go on trusting people, because they're all people who've been wronged in some way and don't trust anyone. And it's sort of like Sisu's the one who's like, you have to keep trusting people, otherwise you're just as bad.
Yeah, and I like how it's like, they were like,
two-way street, man.
Yeah, and it's like Undercut Woman, like she's the one obviously that pulled the trigger, but it was because Raya was like, stop.
Yeah, Raya's all itchy on that trigger finger as well.
To be fair, what could have happened was Raya could have just gave the dragon to her, because it would have had the exact same effect. They would have got all the pieces and they would have saved humanity. It didn't matter who did it. So Raya was the selfish one. Raya was the real villain.
Raya was the real villain in this movie. Bad Raya, bad. It was Tuk Tuk that was the real hero.
I really liked the whole trust and greed thing, and about how like it's a testament to like all the people of the world and stuff. It's like everyone's gonna hate each other until the aliens come, and we've all got to band together.
Excuse you,
like, the aliens would have to arrive in this movie.
To be fair, if aliens did come to Earth right now, that would not stop different countries.
It's just like the fear of a bigger threat, though, isn't it? It's like okay, we got to stop fighting each other because there's something scarier out there.
Like the war.
And then we're like, beat them and then we'll just go back to fighting each other.
I think that's one of my favourite movie plots, especially if it's like a well-developed scene or character. and they have to come together to stop their differences. That's one of my favorite plots. Like I'm at the moment, I'm rewatching Peaky Blinders. I'm on season 4 at the moment, and I love like how they just come together. It is a good show. I just that's one of my favorite plot lines, and I'm glad it was used in this. But there's one thing I am upset about this movie. It has not broke box office.
Disney,
It's
come on, man.
150 million budget and box office was 129. But it does not mean it's made money. It just means it hasn't made much in cinema because, to be fair,
Are we talking about worldwide growth?
worldwide. On the opening,
That's a lot of
Yeah, but the toys and stuff
No,
hasn't
it's
come out
not,
yet.
bro. No,
on
it's
the
not.
150
it's
mil.
not.
No, it's
On the-
nowhere. It doesn't even scratch the surface. But it was also wasn't a day and date release as well.
But yes, but as one problem, what I feel like it released on the exact same. To be fair, it was released when it was released properly. It was released on streaming.
Yeah.
Then a week later, it was released in cinemas because of COVID and that. And I think that stunted it. And it was such a limited showing that I only managed to find it in a local picture house near me. Like did the light cinema.
Yeah.
They were the only ones showing it.
That's
Um,
mad.
Yeah, but do you not think about like I mean when I brought up Mulan before you started hissing me? Do you, would you stop?
What's this? Why? What is
Oh my
that?
god! Oh my god!
I'm
Sisu,
not gonna say it
Mushu.
now because
Sisu.
you'll open a can of worms. Don't
Mushu.
ask.
This is not a can of worm opening. I'm just trying to
It
say
is.
it.
Do you want me to open this worms? Do you want me to open it? Do you want me to open
Crack
it?
that show. for
I am
months,
just
the
Do you want me
podcast.
to open it for you?
Oh
Do you want me to?
God!
Crack that bag
Don't
of worms
wait,
opens the podcast.
Wait,
Phil.
Why don't you just let me see one
wait a
thing?
minute. Right. So you know in Mulan, there's the great stone dragon that does not wake up. Are we in the same? Are we in the same universe here?
God, I hope not.
We've got Mushu and we've got Sisu.
We're not talking about the cartoon Mulan where Mushu
good one.
was much
Yeah,
more
but, like-
effective.
Good one.
Yeah,
We're
but
talking
my
about the-
brain's just connecting some dots here, Chase.
Do you
All
want
right,
to?
I'm only just talking about. Well, all right, I was just only talking about like Chinese cinema, but in that aspect is that maybe because of his whole thing that he's doing to me, right? Is the fact that maybe that affected Raya and its growth is all I was trying to say.
I don't think so because
I mean, I understand you're trying to say Raya is a better movie.
It's
but
definitely two parallels because Mulan's a remake, and it changed that much, and people didn't like it for certain reasons. I'm not going to open that can of worms.
No worms here.
keep the can closed, bro.
And Raya was different, to be fair, and I don't think Raya got as much love for marketing reasons.
Yeah, but like, was Raya like?
It has been.
It didn't grasp me as like any like traditional kind of Chinese or
no,
Asian
it
kind of-
wasn't.
it was
because
its own
apparently
thing.
the in like production, it was very based off a lot of Hindu, Buddhism, and stuff like that. They've done a lot of
Yeah,
culture.
but that's
They
not
brought a lot-
clear from the trailer. or
No, they
anything.
brought a lot of cultures into it. I don't think it's one set culture. I think they just brought a lot of cultural
somewhere in
Take-
But
Asia.
that again is not
It's
clear from the
inspiration.
trailer. Is what I'm trying to
No,
tell you.
to be fair, trailers don't do Disney movies justice.
Well, this
They
is
never-
all I'm
they
just trying to
never
say
do.
is I think that you people are tarring it with the same brush. That's all I was just trying to say.
I don't think
get
that
what you're saying.
Mulan.
What?
I get what you're saying.
Thanks, man. I mean, because you're comparing it based upon like your love of the film. I'm only talking about when we're talking about we had a tough time with COVID and pandemic and movie releases, day and dates and all of that, and making us money. I mean, true enough, we have films like Quiet Place 2 and all of these things that are breaking box office records.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
'cause it's really
Raya
good.
is not that kind of film.
Because
There's
it has
no
no
way
market.
that people look at Raya the Last Dragon and the Last Dragon and say, "I'm definitely going to go see that," or "I got Disney Plus, bro." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm
True,
going to
if
watch
you-
that at
if you've
home, and
got
I'm not
this-
going to go to the pictures. And I'm not talking
That is
about
true.
You know
those
what?
people
I
who are
almost-
paying that £30 either. I'm just
So,
talking about
do
people
you know
who
when
got
you watched it
Disney
on
Plus.
Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Did you pay? Did you pay
I watched it on
£20?
Disney Plus.
No, it literally
that's
came out like just for like watching it about
Okay.
a week ago, which is why I did it. About a week ago.
So
week
yeah,
ago.
so obviously,
Oh, no, no, no,
obviously,
more.
it's gonna break money now because if you've got a Star subscription, there's millions.
But I wish that I just waited to see it in cinema though, because
What
like.
are we talking about?
Like like Disney are getting so good at animation. Everyone keeps coming back to how good the water looks, but like I wish I'd have seen it like in the majesty of IMAX.
Yeah, but what are you talking about?
Riot.
Raya.
Oh, okay.
Can we appreciate though the art style?
I didn't know it was
I
on
really
Star,
enjoy. I
though.
really.
It's
no, it's not on
beautiful.
Star. I'm just saying the amount of people. The amount of people who have Disney.
Bro.
The amount of people who have Disney. It's
Disney
obviously
Plus,
going to
yeah.
make somewhat of money. Because
Yeah.
like box office doesn't matter from that now. Yeah.
All I know is I have Disney Plus, and like I wasn't charged £30 to watch Raya.
Which is-
That's all.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
it
I
went out.
mean, personally, £30. So it's a kids movie. If you've got 4 kids, And for example, you'd be paying.
Hell yeah,
For
it's a
kids?
big money you
Let-
save. No,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
right.
that's true,
There's a lot of money
let's
you're
say
saving.
you pay £7 a cinema ticket, including snacks, petrol, stuff like that.
Oh hell yeah,
You are
bro.
gonna want to stay at home.
Parking.
100%. That's why I think it's done better on streaming,
Yeah.
opposed to something like Quiet Place 2, which you have to watch in cinema for an experience.
Oh, Quiet
This
Place 2 was
done.
a film. We need to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought we talked about that.
I completely agree.
I thought we talked about Quiet Place too.
No,
No, we brushed over it last
Oh,
episode.
did
we haven't
we?
we haven't watched it.
Oh, all right.
I've watched it 3 times.
I bet you did.
I'm about to watch it.
So if we could like wiggle one of those voice actors out and wiggle a new one in. to
Well,
this
I don't
movie.
think you could wiggle out Awkwafina because, you know.
Aquafina made that.
She made.
Well, her
she
name
made
makes
good
it.
dragon.
Yeah,
I,
definitely.
the only other person I could possibly hear coming out of that dragon is probably Tiffany Haddish. Maybe.
Oh my God, that's kind of like the female Eddie Murphy.
Exactly.
Eddie Murphy played Mushu and
That's what I'm
everything.
saying. Like, it makes sense
don't know,
to me in
kinda
my
makes
head.
That'd be pretty cool.
Not really,
I
but I'm
don't think
just
you could
saying.
change the voice. I think the voice
Either-
cast is great.
Either that or like Ava. Is it Ava Wong? Ali Wong. Ali Wong.
Ali
Maybe.
Wong.
You could see in like
Maybe.
20, 30 years, like the next wave.
Because if they wanted to keep the cast Asian,
No,
Like,
I know
she's
what
a
you- I know what
comedian.
you mean. I
She's
know,
watching.
no, but I know what you mean. But it's just weird because it's kind of like if you chose like Henry Golden, for example, you're not gonna really recognize his voice. You know, I mean, you know who he is if you see him in a movie. You might even know not the name, but you're not gonna recognize his voice. I mean, that's what's so distinctive about Awkwafina because you know her voice. So you just said Ali Wong, and that's like. I don't know if I would recognize that. Like Ming Na Wen, I know who the hell she looks like, but I don't, you know, like I think she did do a voice in Mulan, which you keep hissing me on, but like, stop it. But you know, I'm just trying to say is that I don't, you know, when we're talking about voice actors are kind of difficult, I just think. And then now you're saying select some Asian voice actors, and you know, Awkwafina, I can understand why they chose her.
you can imagine in like 20, 30 years, like in the next wave of live action remakes, and they like remake Raya and the Last Dragon live action. I reckon
for the
Do
next
you think
20
they would do-
I will
do
be
you think-
taking our kids to see
Wait,
that.
hold on for a
How
second.
mad will
Hold on
that
for a second.
be?
You really think they could do this live action?
I think they could do it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
it's
a big CG
Oh, come on.
Aquafina dragon
Just a CG dragon.
It is.
and a CG
Of course, she's human half the
armadillo.
time. She's
I'm
human
gonna.
half the time.
If it's
yeah.
like
Come on,
30
bro.
years, I'm
Come on,
gonna get
Come on,
both
that's kind of like
audition for the
that's kind of like asking for. Listen. That's kind of like
bulking for
asking
it,
for
get
how to
ready.
beat your dragon and everything like that. You know, in live action. And no,
No, I'm not saying there is gonna. I want a live action. I'm just saying you could see down the line they make a live action for it.
Yeah.
Like
I guess so.
It seems one of their movies. Like the reason why I gave Raya a 6 was because it has like so many weird plot points and so many like stupid lines.
What did you find out what the alternative ending was?
No, they haven't released it.
Oh.
They just said
no.
there
I
wa-
thought you told us there was an alternative.
No, there was.
ending.
They said there's an alternate ending, but they said nothing's been said about it. But it's just an alternative
I
ending.
wonder what it was.
Release the alternative.
What do you think it is?
Release the Raya cut.
Oh, there we go. What do
Raya cut.
Yeah, there you go.
the
What
Raya
is the
cut.
alternative?
What was the
ending?
real ending? I
Instead of
reckon.
saying what's the sequel, what's the alternative ending?
Ooh, I'm trying to think because the way it ends, it's pretty closed off. The way it ends.
Oh,
Yeah, but
is it-
so what would be the alternative then?
I reckon all the dragons come back and they all like go in their own kingdom, like they're gone.
Would you be
all the
satisfied with
humans
that?
die and it's the dragon's turn to save them.
Would you be satisfied with that?
Well, no,
It's a
obviously
Disney
they weren't
movie.
satisfied
It's a
with it. That's
Disney
why they
movie that'll
changed
be
it.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying that it sounded like you were just describing how to beat your dragon.
How to smack your dragon. How to strangle your
You
dragon.
know what? You know what? Every time I say how to beat your dragon, I know I'm
It's
saying
how to
something
train
wrong.
your dragon.
I know
How
I'm
to
saying
beat your
wrong.
dragon.
Chase, is that what you call it? Is that what you call it? To beat your dragon.
It's so late. I'm like,
It's hard to train your dragon, not
Not
beat
to
your
beat
dragon.
your dragon. Oh, Chase, is that what you've been calling it the whole time?
What you say to your son? Hey son, you want to see how to beat your dragon?
Hey,
How to beat your
Jackson,
dragon.
wanna go see how to beat your dragon?
Oh, he just runs in the corner scared shitless.
Hey girl.
oh my
That's
God.
one for
Wanna
the
come beat my
That's one for the
dragon?
TikTok. That's one for the TikTok.
Hey guys,
I did not know what that was.
no, whatever way you look at it, it's either you're hitting an animal or
How to beat your dragon?
Dragon abuse.
Is that like the Pornhub version?
Ayo, Chase, dragon.
I'm sorry.
Dragon on these nuts.
Dragon on these nuts.
Dragon on these nuts.
James, you need to
Dragon
stop, dude.
nuts.
Dragon on these.
Wrong website.
That's the music. That's the music.
Smooth.
How to Beat Your Dragon.
Hi guys, welcome back to How to Beat Your Dragon and Big Condo After Hours.
Stop. Oh my god.
We need to do that show, you know.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
Well, like,
We get demonetized.
get like some red LED lighting and like some
Couch cushions and blankets and hot chocolate with Baileys in it.
What website is this going on?
So the
Condo
alternative endings are porno.
They all have an orgy.
The massive dragon orgy.
No, literally, it's like, oh, if you kiss the stone statues, they come back to life.
It's like at the end of sausage party.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, this is sausage party, man.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad I
remember
didn't see
watching
that anywhere
I
with
remember
anyone.
watching it as a kid.
So
with my
we
family.
opened on a stone dragon.
So instead
A
of
rock hard stone dragon.
so is that why Disney didn't release it because it was just a hardcore dragon porno?
Yeah, it's only available on
Jesus
select
Christ,
websites,
man.
bro.
I'm sure somebody from Disney said, like, because of banter, there's like a porn version of every Disney movie, or at least
Well,
some
yeah,
drawings.
well, yeah, you know how they do. You know, like
Yeah.
You know how
with their,
that Hollywood be.
with their like things in the sky and everything like that.
Oh yeah,
with
the
Disney.
Lion King sex.
Oh
thing in
yeah,
the
oh
sky.
yeah, the Lion King. That's a good
Subliminal
one.
messages.
That's the word I was
The
looking
Lion
for.
The lion schwang.
Do you know the part in Raya and Lost Dragon when they're on like the boat picking up everyone? Then they get to the kingdom, what they're supposed to go to. I got Apocalypse Now vibes from that.
Apocalypse Now.
I said that to my friend in the cinema.
Just like some CCR coming through a boombox.
Valkyries, duh, 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 duh.
Vangelis.
And the dragon just comes out. I told my mate down in the cinema and he started dying and there's like as you hear like kids in the back saying, I want to be Raya and stuff like that. Oh, we'll just like, oh yeah, imagine this is Apocalypse Now. It's so awkward seeing it is so awkward seeing a Pixar film in cinema though when you're like two 18-year-old lads and the rest are like families of
But it
kids.
wasn't a Pixar movie. It was a Disney.
I don't think that you're their target audience.
I'm not a target.
True. That's very
To be
true.
fair,
That.
I'm
He
not.
thinks they are.
I'm not a target
Now,
audience.
how to beat your dragon? That's more. That's more
I'm
your.
not the target audience.
That's more your target.
I'm not a target audience for Tom and Jerry, but I saw that movie and it was
Oh
the
my
worst movie I
God.
saw of the year.
Oh, was it really bad?
Yeah, no, actually, the worst movie I saw this year is the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Was that bad?
No.
With Ryan
The
Reynolds?
first one or the second one?
Second one.
Oh, was it really
No.
bad?
Oh
Yeah?
my, you seen it?
Oh
No, I haven't. I
It's-
wanted to though. I
it's
saw
pitiful.
the Hitman's.
It's a 2 out of
Hitman's
10.
Bodyguard.
It's 2 out of 10 at most. It's just none of the
Hitman's
jokes line was just unfunny. It was just
Is it because of Salma Hayek though? Because I didn't, you know.
no, the cast. To be fair, I thought the casting would save it, but it's just really terrible jokes. There's only one reason why it was funny, and that's I'm not going to spoil that, but it's just not a good movie compared to the first one.
That's disappointing.
And plus the opening
It is
30,
disappointing.
the first 30 minutes of it, yeah, the amount of quick cuts that did not explain the plot.
I like the first one though.
The first one's great. I love it.
too, man. There's loads of explosions.
watch
in
it.
it.
Anyway,
Anyway, back to Raya, not what movies I hate.
I thought we finished right. That's fine.
No, I was gonna say about a Disney Plus show. Would you? I reckon that could work. Not like an Avatar type, but like an Avatar type show.
It'd be Avatar.
So,
it'd
like-
be Disney's Avatar.
Yeah.
Disney's
It would
Avatar.
Disney's Avatar.
100%
So,
be
That's
but
Disney's
how-
a good
Avatar.
thing, isn't it?
How would it
No.
wait? So how would it work?
Avatar
Because
with
obviously,
dragons.
like when we leave them, they have Commander. Everyone likes each other. So would there be like outside villains
Good
coming
job,
in, and
universe.
they all like help out each other, or would it be like there's still a few individuals that aren't like conforming to this Commander business?
I reckon. I just.
Nah,
reckon.
Yeah, but
it-
see,
it would
this
be
is
like-
why I'm trying to say How to Train Your Dragon. This is what I'm trying to say. Is that
He's not
that-
beating it now.
no?
He's
No,
training
How
it.
to Train Your
I'm
Dragon.
just trying to be. Those movies are terrible. Like when they went to the 2 and 3 and everything, where the dragons and the humans all live
Yeah.
together and everything. So what Sinead is describing, that's why I'm trying to say, why would you do that when they already did that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it sounds like you already have the originality here with this particular film and this particular quest. What I like about it, like what you're saying about Sisu having like that sense of uselessness, because that's where Disney thrives, is in you are better than you think you are.
Yeah.
And that's the thematic that what you've been talking about is, I think that's what's key here, is that once a person realizes their true potential or their highest avatar within themselves, then it's hard to figure out where to go from there, because then Sisu will have to be like, well, I am special now, as opposed to going through the whole life thinking that I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
so
I
where do you
liked
go
how,
from
like-
there then, after you realize that you are special? So that should
Yeah,
be
but
the
like
question.
I feel like in the thing, it wasn't. She didn't really like. it didn't grab me that she was like insecure in any way in who she was.
No, but you don't
It was
think you're
just more
insecure.
like-
You just don't think you're good enough.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're okay with that until you're confronted with, but you are.
Yeah.
So even the little thing that you think is nothing, it's more because it's now put to the test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand
Yeah.
that? So that's where the true magic of that storyline comes in, because it's now like, wait a minute, I always thought I was useless. So I never had any high aspirations. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beauty-
Until I'm put to the test where
Yeah.
I actually can be, and that's where, like, when you talk about the shapeshifter and the different powers that the others had, it's kind of like, yeah, see, look at that, look at everybody could do. I'm so fucking useless.
the beauty of Disney.
All she could do was swim.
Yeah, I can swim good.
Also,
What the fuck does that mean?
okay. What need to talk about as well, like, do you think obviously Disney are doing a whole new like kind of setup with their films. It's all like strong independent women, not necessarily like, you know,
Not as necessarily woke. But
yeah, like do you feel like this misses out with any kind of like romantic interest? Do you think the villain should have been a lad maybe
I just think
Nah.
or something like that?
I think
no?
No.
No,
No.
because then it's kind of like you run into that problem of, oh, is the male beating up the female? Or, you know what I mean?
It wasn't
Or
a
does
losing.
it have to be a
To be fair,
male to be
So
strong?
I think if you got like pressed
Yeah.
over like,
that's
oh
the
my,
problem with wokeness.
I think if you were pressed like, oh my god, the villain isn't a man, it's a woman. I think that's just kind of sad.
Yeah.
Just give us good
Especially like this.
characters,
Just, yeah, I didn't give a hell.
regardless of where
Yeah.
they stand on whatever the fuck spectrum.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
No, I totally agree with you, but
Yeah.
this is the problem where everybody's examining too closely to different things. This is why you never get black villains in films, because it's kind of like, oh well, we can't say black people are
Unless
all
you're
bad.
Dr. Facilier.
Well,
and you're
hold on,
sexy.
we're talking about a black villain, like Doctor Strange. You know, it's like it's okay that Chiwetel, Mordo is moving towards villainy,
Yeah.
right? Because that just happens to be his own desire and
Yeah.
strength in himself. It has nothing to do with his blackness,
Yeah,
and everything.
exactly.
But then they're worried that, and that's why we haven't even seen the guy for fucking 5
Yeah.
years. You know what I mean?
like-
Because we don't know what that could mean.
So,
Black villain as a sorcerer killing people.
if this
Everybody just needs to fucking
chill,
enjoy
chill out,
the
bro,
characters.
chill. So if that's a wrap on Raya, this is like a completely unregarded question, and I've always like loved. I wanted to talk
Free
about
ball.
this.
We free ball.
No, I
free
I
balling
was
or
gonna.
free willing?
Okay, so Walt Disney. Do you reckon do you reckon Walt Disney is actually cryogenetically freezed under Disney?
100%.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yes.
100%.
He had the money, he had the drive, he had the imagination. He's under
Yes.
Disney.
Either
reckon-
that or he was smart about it and made a computer that can process information fast enough where he could upload his consciousness.
Wow.
In the 50,
Oh, big brain on bread.
That's what I'm up to. Not now, but like
Anyone can like get a shovel with
bit.
me and we can dig the park up. We can see if it's real.
Yes.
I think
Instead of
the black
storing,
helicopters
instead of
will stop
storming
us,
it,
bro.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I feel like to be fair, I feel like
Black
Disneyland.
helicopters?
Disneyland.
I feel like the woke squad's coming. I feel like if Disneyland has got the best security in the world.
The unmarked
Nah,
helicopters.
okay, right. Instead of storming Area 51, because that did not work, we will dig up Disneyland to find
do you
Walt
wanna hear-
Disney.
do you
It's the logical
Do
next
you want to
step
hear
for
a
the
morbid
internet.
fact
Exactly.
about Disneyland? You know, if one of the characters like dies in one of the suits, what they must do is they must place them down on a bench, and someone must sit with them until the clip park closes.
Yeah, because like they can't
They
like
can't move. Character.
Cinderella just
'Cause
died.
If someone sees a dead character just there, it's gonna traumatize, and yeah, that's a ruin Disney.
That's
Well,
so
wouldn't it
weird.
traumatize the people more if they just leave that
no,
character there?
no. For example, you got like a guy in a Buzz Lightyear costume. You can't see his face, and let's say he dies in the suit. They must put them on a bench, and someone must sit with them, and they say that
To,
he's
like,
To
Oh, to
pretend
act
that,
like
like
that
they're
person's
asleep.
alive.
yes.
Yeah, to
Hey
blend
man,
it
what's
on.
going on, Buzz? I don't know.
Hey,
I just said
it's like in Commando. He's sleeping.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Tinkerbell sleeping.
That's
Yeah.
terrifying. Do you think about it though, like how
She's a little
hard
bit
that
stiff,
job
isn't she?
must be.
no,
What?
you're
Being like
it's
a
strict.
Disneyland world.
You weren't allowed tattoos
mascot.
until recently.
kinda
You're not allowed
person.
in. You weren't allowed coloured hair.
Yeah.
You're not allowed in.
It's terrifying, man. They're like
Spooky.
legitimate, like hard job to do. Like they've got like regiments, haven't they? Like,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do anything.
You want to try and break
Yeah.
into Disneyland?
Yes.
Yeah.
James.
Yeah.
I reckon they've got like a secret prison cell for like all the guests who like misbehave.
100%.
They make them like act or get ideas for the movies.
I'm
That,
terrified.
No. They put us in the It's a Small World after all scene ride thing.
They will make you
And they're made of
listen to that
stone.
song
They just-
over.
they turn you into an animatronic.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
like
they-
Five Nights at Freddy's.
They like shrink you down,
No.
turn you into an Oompa Loompa, and just go put you in the chocolate factory. And that's where, and that's you just can't like. No one's gonna believe you. You say I'm a prisoner here. Please get me out of this factory.
Help me!
They make the.
Because you're
You're not leaving anywhere.
You know how scary that is. I mean, you know that frozen smile face.
Yeah. Terrifying. I'm like shook off
Whoa,
Disney.
dude, man. Yeah, I know, man. That's
Do you want to hear a
scary,
fun
bro.
fact? If you turn the Disney logo upside down, it says 666, and that's why many Christians do not like Disney because they believe it is a satanic.
Wait. What the hell? Where do you come up with this
Disney.
stuff?
I'm not coming up
If you
with this.
turn the logo upside down,
What the
it's
Disney
Actually,
Day?
no, I'll get it up actually, and we'll do like a live.
and it
thing.
looks like a
Oh my God.
666.
Don't think it's
What the Mickey Mouse is?
I don't get it.
It's like you can see the numbers in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean the ear is like, oh
six.
my, 6?
So six,
I only see 6 and 6.
I'll
That's
go
606.
Someone show me the 6.
Where's the other 6?
That's
I thought there was just
creepy.
There's two
just-
sixes.
That is a bit far fetched, though.
Is it? Can you see
It's
it,
two
or is it
sixes.
like if you close both eyes and
Oh,
squint,
that
you can see
okay.
it?
Come on, though. That's a
why
bit.
most Christians do not believe in it because they believe it is satanic.
Yeah, but like, look how much of a stretch like that. So you're saying
yeah,
1 6 is
it's
halfway
a
in the
stretch.
W, when there's a very obvious backward 6 in the D.
It's a stretch.
That is not even a 6. That's just a
stretching,
curve.
bro.
That's
You're-
a pretzel.
You're overstretching.
I ain't stretching. They are.
I could see 2 6s, man, and a 0.
And a
Disney
9.
don't. Disney aren't Christian. They believe in the like crazy space gods or whatever.
No, Christians do not
First of
believe.
all, no space god is crazy.
Hey, you're.
Speaking of space gods. Nah, but yeah, is that right?
Arisham, the
Don't
judgment.
insult the
Eternals.
religion of the flying spaghetti monster.
Flying spaghetti monster.
Oh my God, we have totally gone off the rails.
What? Have you
here.
never heard of
I don't know what the
pasta?
hell these people are doing.
Yeah.
You never
For the
heard of
past 5 minutes,
pastafarians?
They have been talking about Disney being buried up to, I don't know.
Wait, do you reckon he's like stuffed?
Bring us back.
Bring us back.
I feel
Right.
like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
We
with
got,
you.
Nice.
we got
And
deep into
everything,
man.
Disney
I
theory.
don't know where we went for the past 5 minutes. I wasn't here.
Right, Chase. Right, Chase. Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yes.
Give it a rate out of 10.
All right. I mean, you know.
Sorry, give the trailer a rate out of 10.
Yeah, give the trailer
Shut
a
up,
rate
bro.
out of 10.
I give it a 7, man, because the factor is like I love the fact that like the different cultures and the different personalities and everything, and hopefully you understood what I said about the power of being you, and I am always behind that, so I give it a 7.
Chase, what did you think of the scene where Raya pretty much like killed someone?
When Raya killed off someone,
When Raya killed
Yeah, you know
someone.
when she killed that man for the gold.
see, first of all, I will just say I'm really shocked by something like this because the factor is that killing in a Disney movie. What reason could that be? And for gold, are you serious?
Yeah, she
Are you
needed it
just
to get
trying
on
to
the
set
boat.
me up, Jump? That's what I think you're trying to do. Jump is trying to set me up because he's just trying to just call me out there. Oh, Chase, did you see that scene? I fell asleep, Jump. All right? So forget you, man. You know, I'm fucking going along with this shit.
See, now this is like the thing about trust, isn't it?
I think we should end on that one.
Before we end, Matt, out of 10.
69.
Wow,
Nice.
beautiful number.
Sorry, no, I'll give it like a 7.69 just for continuity. But like, no, good messages, good themes, good characters,
What about the killing?
and an armadillo.
And the armadillo.
Well, the armadillo
important
fucking killed the
character.
whole movie, bro, because it was amazing.
I want to know about that killing scene, though, because I want to know if James tried to set me up.
Defo worth a watch, though.
And let's have a watch.
Yeah, that
Eventually,
killing scene,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd watch that movie.
Thanks, young
wait,
blood. I thought you was on my side.
Straight out of 10.
I'd definitely give it like probably a 9. It's one of my favourite films now. I think it's just so wholesome. It's just what the world needs right now. It's what the world needs right now.
The world needs love.
So I'm a 6.
Love and hard times.
I'm a 6, but it'll be an 8 if there was a killing scene in it. But it's a 6.
6? Oh, okay, whatever.
Jeez, what you think of
I'm
that?
detention.
James jumps.
James.
I don't know what this means.
Hi guys. I'm James jumping off this podcast soon because we're gonna finish soon.
Whoa.
That was terrible.
Whoa. What the hell was that?
Hi guys, I'm James jumping ship because that was a horrible joke.
I'm
Yeah.
Sinead Renee, and I really want to get off the podcast so I can like slap him without getting demonetized.
I don't know who I am anymore.
He's become desensitized to like nature.
That's lost his hair and his brain.
I'm not.
Go on, Chase. Go on,
I'm
Chase.
chasing. I'm angry.
And this was
Don't go chasing me away.
And this was Shush.